For thousands of years, humanity asked the same question. What is reality? What is the world made of? Matter, atoms, energy, or something deeper? But what if we have been asking the wrong question all along? What if the real question is not what reality is made of, but who created it? For most of history, this question belonged to religion. Gods created the world. Gods created the stars. Gods created humanity. But today something strange is happening. Technology is beginning to ask the same question. And it is giving a very different answer. Because for the first time in history, humanity itself is beginning to create worlds. Virtual worlds, digital worlds, simulated environments. And every year, these worlds became more real, more immersive, more convincing, more alive. Today we can already build entire digital landscapes, cities, characters, conversations. Soon we will build something much larger. Entire realities. Think about this. If a civilization becomes advanced enough, it can simulate consciousness. If it can simulate consciousness, it can simulate a mind. If it can simulate a mind, it can simulate an entire world around mind. And suddenly, the idea of reality changes completely, because reality stops being a place and becomes a system. Now imagine something else. Imagine a civilization that survived for thousands of years, millions of years. A civilization that mastered technology completely. A civilization that no longer struggles with biology. A civilization that no longer fears death. Such a civilization would be almost indistinguishable from gods. But what would such beings actually do? Would they build temples? Or galaxies? Or something even more powerful? Universes. This leads to a disturbing possibility. A possibility seriously discussed by philosophers today. If advanced civilization can create simulations, then simulated worlds could outnumber real ones. Billions, trillions, entire libraries of universes. Which leads to a simple conclusion. If simulated realities are common, then statistically, it is far more likely that we are inside one. But there is another possibility, one that is even more interesting. What if the creators of our reality are not aliens? What if they are not cosmic gods? What if they are simply us, humanity, in the far future? A civilization that already reached the level that ancient religions once called divine. Imagine a future where humanity becomes post-biological, where minds can exist inside machines, where consciousness can travel between worlds, where time itself can be manipulated. Such a civilization might want to study its own past, to understand how everything began, to understand how intelligence emerged, to understand how consciousness evolved. And what would be the best way to study the past? Books, archaeology, or something much more powerful, a full simulation of history, a living reconstruction of ancient humanity, a world where early humans believe they are living in the real universe, a world where history unfolds naturally, a world where civilizations rise and fall, a world like ours. This idea may sound like science fiction, but strangely, many ancient myths echo something similar. Stories about cycles of civilizations, stories about forgotten worlds, stories about great catastrophes, floods, collapses, lost knowledge. Even ancient cultures believed that their own civilization was not the first, that before them there were others. Even the ancient Egyptians looked at monuments like the Great Sphinx of Giza and wondered who built them. Because even to them, some parts of the past already felt mysterious, which leads to an unexpected realization. Every civilization has its own ancient past, and every ancient past once had its own mysteries. Now imagine something else. Imagine that the unlimited technology is not faster computers, not interstellar travels, not artificial intelligence. The ultimate technology is reality creation. The ability to generate entire universes, to simulate physical laws, to design worlds. At that point, the difference between science and mythology disappears. Because the creators of such worlds would look exactly like what ancient people once called gods. But here is the final twist. If reality can be simulated, then our world might not be the base layer. There could be another civilization above us, and another above of them. Reality could be stuck, layer upon layer, world upon world, simulation within simulation. And somewhere far above all these layers might exist the first civilization that started it all. Or maybe that civilization is still waiting to be born. Because perhaps the purpose of this universe is not to trap us, not to control us, not to deceive us. Perhaps its purpose is something much simpler: to create the next creators, the next civilization capable of building universes. And if that is true, then the end of reality may not be the end of the world, It may simply be the moment when humanity finally learns how to build one. End of reality. If you'd like to know more, subscribe and visit my website, Transhumation.com. Thanks for watching. Lucius Dempsey, the Hi-Fi Preacher.